there's so much drama in this Women's World Cup, and the ratings must be through the roof. Thank you, Megan Rapinoe, for causing a lot of drama, and thank you for not playing today because you have old legs. And hopefully you're recovered for Sunday, the championship game. But we are losing players right and left. But I'm sure everyone's in that same situation. But hopefully we can recover and be ready for Sunday's World Cup final. That is crazy. To go through Spain, France, and England. And the thing with England, I was watching this game at Westside Pizza on Bainbridge Island. And it was packed. It was a good venue on the island. The referee just went nuts and started, every call was going against us. It was crazy. And then they got the penalty kick, which I don't know how they got the penalty kick. Very confused about that call. Technically, the girl with the goggles that she puts on after she scores, she draws a penalty kick and her back heel. She kicked us. We didn't kick her. She did a donkey kick. No, she did a normal swing, but she kicked us. But the thing is, they were offsides, and they only reviewed the kick. But the offsides was never reviewed. They were offsides before that play even developed. And I think they were offside on the second pass. And they only reviewed her leg hitting our player's leg, and they gave him the penalty kick. And I'm like, this is it got really biased for a moment. But England does what they do best, and they choke. These poor women. I thought they were going to save the men's side from the misery of defeat and constantly choking. They just added to it. It's the problem is it's culturally based. They are who they are. They're part of a culture of choking, and they did it. So sad. I felt for him for a little bit, but Alex Morgan and her whole, scores the goal and does the tea sipping thing. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're giving Coach Neville of the England national team to get on the girls and let them know, hey, look, they're mocking you, your country, everything we do. She was mocking England, and she was. And I was thinking, I'm like, why would you give them any reason to compete? Then I got thinking about it. Aaron Neville, or whatever, Coach Neville, the manager for England, went nuts like he did to get them all psyched up for the game like you need to do that. What Alex Morgan did was actually genius. I'm pretty confident she wasn't thinking of the genius she is. It was kind of a selfish act, coming up with this is what I'm going to do if I'm going to score kind of thing, whatever. But it goes into our arrogance, and we'll just maintain that. As long as we win, it's sweet. But you don't, on the coaching women, I would imagine it's different for men. Men will take, that mockery and deal with it and use it for their good. But I think on the women's side, it's not effective. I think staying focused, staying under control is more helpful and not creating that kind of energy. And I think that's what happens when you have a male coaching a female side. The men and women are different. Sorry to say, we are different. And I think that's what killed England. It became too emotional. So Alex Morgan doing the little tea drink was probably the most effective thing you could do. Get them kind of out of their game. They got the red card. It just took them out of the game, and they just made it too physical in a way that, it put them at risk. The official was helping them. If England just maintained and didn't scream, it was funny to watch. As soon as Coach Ellis yelled at the official, everything went against us. From the throw-in to tackles to the referee telling you to get up. The referee was staring down at our players, and then England, and they gifted them a penalty kick. And then England yelled at the referee, and she changed. It was crazy. Don't mess with officials. You don't know who they are. They're all crazy. So we kind of lucked out on that. But player of the game goes to the U.S. keeper, not Alex Morgan. Why would you give it to Alex Morgan? I love the fact that Alex Morgan, she's pretty, and I get it. And we're in a culture of, in America, if you're pretty and you do anything right, you're awarded. Playing time, you name it. The pass was ridiculous. When Alex Morgan made the run, the pass was so perfect, my 8-year-old son would have scored it. It was just perfect. It was right in stride and everything. It wasn't like the ball was played and she like redirected a run to make it. The ball was played perfect. It was perfect. All Alex Morgan does is run around with her head cut off, and she just happened to have the ball hit right to her cut off head in stride in. Now, Alex Morgan, she did great. Great. Right. She put it away. We'll give that to her. But the goalkeeper, how does Nair not get the MVP? She's the MVP. Take it away from Alex. I get it's her birthday. It's her birthday. We have to give it to her. No. Nair. She came up with big saves and a penalty kick save to win it. Alex Morgan scored a goal in the first half on just running it. Just hit her in the head and somehow went in. And she's going to get player of the game. That's bull. Nair was the player of the game. She is criticized so much, and when she finally steps up and performs, she's huge. And right before they kicked the penalty kick, I don't know if I already said this, I called it. I was in there. I'm like, she's going to miss. And they're like looking at me strange. I'm like, it's England. They always find a way to lose. She's going to miss. She missed. That poor girl. Anyways, USA all the way. And here we go to the final. And what's crazy is like, the U.S., yeah, they're beat up a little bit, but every time they put another player on, it's like they're better players. Wait till they put Jessica McDonald on. If they're forced to put Jessica on because they keep, losing players, whoever they're playing is screwed. Because what does she do? She scores in championship games. She might have more goals than the entire team in championship games. Isn't that crazy to think about? That's what the U.S. has on their bench. And if I'm whoever they're playing, Sweden or whoever, you don't want Jessica McDonald in the game. So you better hope the U.S. recovers well. Because if she gets on the game, you're screwed. Because that's what she does. She scores in championship games, and I wouldn't want to deal with that. So anyways, congrats, USA. Congrats to the goalkeeper of the United States, because she is the player of the game, not Alex Morgan. Just happy birthday, Alex Morgan. And I'm glad you made a run just across the goal, and somehow they hit it right perfectly in stride. That was crazy. The service was way better. Peace out. That's my report.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.